Welcome aboard. Nice to have you along for tonight's ride. It's stormy, rainy, and windy outside, but we're turning up the heat indoors for this second round playoff matchup. And it's Lassen College winning the opening tip, dressed in their road black trimmed in orange, the host Hawks in their home whites. This will be the fourth meeting of the season between these two adversaries. Lassen having won the first two, CRC the second. Right off the bat, outside gunning by Famble, and as Rick said in the pregame, he stung the Hawks for 60 points in two matchups. 3-0. Here's a turnover. Up the floor, take it strong, a layup, missed, tip in, down. On the offensive glass, Walker.
Well, and that was good placement too. The Walker knew the ball was going to come off, and he just had a nice soft tip there for a 5-0 lead.
Taken in the paint, driving layup, sweetly put down by Rodney Cook.
Rodney Cook had a good angle there on that one, and he got some body contact when he let go of it.
Push +1.
5-2, you can't look away for a second in this ball game. These teams adept at roaring up and down the court. Kick out, open daylight shooting. Long on the miss taken by Beard. However, the Cougars control. We're just underway. Very nice to have you with us here tonight on Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week. With Rick Stewart, I'm Will James. Deep J on the way. A long miss by Watts, and here come the Hawks.
We're going to have a quick game tonight, up and down the court, I think, Will.
Bridges 11, feeds the post, wheel inside, sweet money, TJ Williams.
Nice touch on that as he swung into the lane for a nice little push shot.
After roaring out to the 5-0 lead, the Hawks counter, now we're at 5-4. A smallish crowd on hand thus far. Shouldn't affect play on the court though. This is for all the marbles in order to advance. No second chances for the loser tonight. Second round action of the Cal Community College Athletic Association NorCal playoffs. Put back good.
Marvin White with a nice touch, getting his own rebound and then putting it right back up.
7-4 Cougars. A swat and a grab. Great defensive play by Beard. Push it strong. Transition defense a key for both squads tonight. Well defended on the baseline by TJ Williams. That's a turnover.
Take a look at TJ Williams here. Toss the ball down low to him. He swings around. Nice little touch shot.
You can see they're physically imposing against the slender Walker. That'll be a tough matchup tonight for the Cougars post player. Foul line J, buried, sweet money taken by Clapion.
Yeah, Clapion's averaging 9 points a game this year. Nice soft touch there at the top of the key.
Early on, Lassen 2 turnovers, CRC 1 of them. Travel and a turnover number 3.
Well, sagging defense by CRC there. 2 defenders came towards him and he was caught in between doing something, just dragged his feet.
Played a little more than 3 minutes. Good start for both squads, except the handful of turnovers. 7-6. Lassen by 1. Glapion, very steady player, not overwhelming in the stat department, but cool on the floor. Bridges. Nothing doing in the post. Outside gunning. Down! Deep J buried by Cook.
Well, that's a 3-pointer for Cook, and that's half his average. So if they can get a few more shots out of Cook, that's going to help their offense for CRC.
9-7 Hawks, their first lead change. Look to the post. Famble, who's been a menace against the Hawks with 60 points in 2 ball games, yet to get up a shot. Correction, no, he's in for 1 bucket. Deep J, in and out, tough luck on the miss taken there by Watts. Fast break, Glapion fouled in transition defense. Charged the foul to Tyler Watts.
Yeah, that was good eyesight on Cook. And you can see a replay for Rodney Cook here on his outside shot. Rodney Cook had a good vision of Glapion coming down the lane. Glapion went up and took a shot too.
early efficiency from the floor, field goal percentage. CRC's hit 4 out of 4 for 100 as Glapion drops number 1. Lassen now 3 of 8, 38%.
Well, and that's something that Coach Devin I is going to have to make sure that his team knows the shot that they want and get it with a clear look to have a good percentage.
So the Hawks stretch out up 10-7 after trailing 5-0. Glapion 2 out of 2, make it 11-7.
Well, and that's a nice touch there to get up there and grab those 2. It was a hard-earned 2 points.
Here's Watts up the floor working on Glapion. Famble. Fast break started by Bridges. 3-on-3. Defense is back. Foul line, Jay. Rebound yanked. Pulled down nicely by White. And here come the Cougars. A tap away. Nice hands by Bridges. 3-on-1. Take it strong. Glapion. Yes.
Same play. Rodney Cook feed it off to Glapion for a layup.
Timeout taken by Devin I and the Cougars. It is a 30.
Take a look at Brendan Glapion on the replay. We'll see that after we come back. Here we go. Fine layup off the glass. Nice feed by Rodney Cook. He's breaking out.
Just a 30-second timeout. We'll hold it here. Maybe we can splash those coaches' keys when we get a chance. And it's amazing that the top priority for each of our opposing coaches tonight is the very same key.
Well, both coaches are very aware of what each team needs to do, their own team needs to do, both on offense and defense. We'll take a look at that when we get a little bit longer break there.
Devin I concerned about this streak by the Hawks. The visiting Cougars just 1 out of 5 from 3-point distance.
Yeah, that's not a good percentage, and that's not what they want. They've shot much better than that for the season.
So we'll see if that timeout steadies them up. They substitute and bring in TJ McCauley wearing number 1. Caught in the paint, now a kick out. Goes to Watts. We played a little more than 5 minutes here. Drive the lane, draw a foul. Beard will get himself to the foul line.
First foul, call number 12.
And it belongs to
First team foul.
Glapion, his first team foul. And we'll put Michon Beard at the stripe.
You know, Beard forced it down low, and I thought Velasco might have gotten him on that one.
Substitution Cougars. White out. Jake McCoy in. (13-7) Hawks. 13-8 as Beard salvages the back end. 1 out of 2. Inside, Velasco powers up.
Nice pass down low by TJ Williams. Hit Velasco coming across. Nice timing. Velasco just came down, went right up off the glass with it.
15-8. It's been a 15-3 scoring run since the 5-0 Lassen burst. Inside miss. Tough on the glass. Famble. His put back wobbles out, but he draws the foul.
Let's take a look at Velasco coming on this replay. Catches the ball, goes right up off the glass. Nice timing. He knew where he was, knew what he had to do with the ball off the glass.
First foul on TJ Williams. Second team foul on the Hawks. It places Famble at the line. As mentioned in the pregame, in 2 outings earlier this year against the Hawks, he's poured home 60 points, a 40 and a 20.
Well, and he's a shooter. He's got a good shooting percentage on the year. It's worth it.
Sweet money on a pair of free throws. Pulls the Cougars within 15-10 at the 14-13 mark. Still on the front side of the first half. Feed to Velasco. Yes.
Yeah, nice touch. Nice touch by Velasco. They may have that open all night. He'll set a screen and then cut down the middle. And if he's open, they'll run that all night long.
Excellent entry pass by TJ Williams. Here's Famble in a crowd. Muscle it up. Williams boards it. Here come Bridges and the Hawks. A kick out. Corner J. Glapion. Famble. Push it hard. 4-on-3. Stripped away by Bridges. And it's a turnover, but They're going to allow a timeout to the Hawks after the Cougars turnover. And let's take a look at the big guy, Mr. Velasco.
Yeah, nice touch as he cut it across the middle.
It's a 30-second timeout. We'll hold it right here at the 13:35 with the Hawks on top 17-10 after having trailed 5-0 to start the ball game. Famble's good on 1 out of 2 from 3-point range, 2 out of 2 from the line for a 5-point total.
Well, and he had such a big night. He's got half his team's points at this point, and that's probably where about the numbers percentage-wise he was with those 2 games. CRC's going to have to be aware of what he is, what he's doing, and what he's trying to do. It looks like several times down low they've had a defender sliding over to try and help out on him when he's had the ball.
Well, I can imagine that Coach Giacomazzi well remembers the 60 that got poured on them.
Especially the 40.
CRC shooting beautifully from the floor, 7 out of 8, 88%. The stat courtesy of executive statistician Gary Martin. And another J, Rodney Cook.
Rodney Cook's not hurting that percentage, certainly.
19-10, largest lead for the Hawks. Here's a tie-up, a near turnover, but salvaged as the Cougars hold on to the rock with McCoy.
McCoy got that ball back, and he hesitated a little bit too long to drive it.
Here's a near turnover after a hot start. Lassen going cold, 3 out of 10 from the floor. McCoy, oh yes.
Well, that'll help out that percentage with a 3-pointer there. McCoy,
13.
But McCoy's only a 25% 3-point shooter. I'm not sure that's really the shot they want him taking.
Velasco answers with a 3 of his own.
Well, Velasco is a 40% 3-pointer, so they got no problem with him taking it, and he's had several games where he's had multiple threes.
3 for 3 from 3-ball range for the Hawks. Up for the glass. Yanked by Cook at the 12-12. CRC by 9. Poor pass Velasco. Turnover CRC. Whistle and a foul calling on Bridges.
Take a look here at number 11 here, Jake McCoy with his shot. The 3-pointer there, that was deep. And Jacob Velasco answering with his 3-pointer from deep. Straight on, that's where he's got some range.
Should have said Velasco 3 for 3 from the floor. CRC with 2 3-balls. McCoy again, not this time. The percentages play out. Last touched by Walker.
You can take a look at Coach Giacomazzi there yelling at his defense, and he's happy with the defensive pressure they're putting on both the shooters and as a rebounding team. That's one of the things that they knew they had to work on.
Up the floor, belt high dribble, Cook to Glapion. 11:40 to go, nearing midway first. Happy to have you with us tonight. Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Glapion draws a brush foul on McCoy.
And McCoy's yelling, saying that Glapion tried to hook him, trying to get around him, but.
Second team foul, McCoy's first. Non-shooting. Good shot there of Devin I, second-year head coach of Lassen College. Cook into the paint, in traffic, swatted out of there by Walker. Tough shot. Bridges gets inside and earns a trip to the foul line.
Well, take a look here at the defensive pressure. You can see there, a little push there. Cook goes up, there's the block. Wonderful block, timing and everything. That's Wanderico Walker.
Third team foul now on the Cougars as Bridges misses number 1. Substitution. Beard out. McCoy out. Famble back in there, along with Deshae Johnson, 33. So Bridges trying to salvage and cannot. Misses 2. And Johnson has the rebound. So the Hawks miss a chance to stretch to its largest lead. McCauley at the point. Fake a three. Go to Watts. Tyler Watts, a zigzag in a crowd. Short. Whistle and a foul amid the protest of Rodney Cook.
Yeah, Rodney wasn't exactly sure he was agreeing with that call. I think he did get him, though. It was a good call. He's not happy with it, but it was a good one.
So the Cougars trying to creep back from the foul line, and he drops number one. 22-14 as we near midway first at the 10:58. 2 out of 2, clutch shooting.
Well, and they've got to just chip away at this. I mean, it's not a big lead for where it is in the game. That's certainly the case, but they don't want to let it get out of hand.
Into the post, poor entry, tapped away and stolen. That's a CRC turnover.
That was Samir Katarevich.
Work inside, jump hook, sweet money on the baby hook by Tyler Watts.
Well, that was a nice touch. He worked it down low and just turned and tossed it up softly.
Just like that, the 9-point deficit is trimmed to 5. 22-17, Glapion clanks. Rebound pulled by the high leaping Walker.
He's got some stretch on that rebounding.
Deep J on the way. Chitarovich boards it. Full speed Cook layup missed. Tapped, follow up, Glapion.
Wow, nice play by Jacob Velasco. He knew he couldn't do anything, but he just tapped it over to Glapion, and Glapion went off the glass. Nice touch by Velasco. Good awareness, too.
24-17. Nice answering bucket by the Hawks, but the Devon I timeout paid off for the Cougars. Nice run to get back in it.
Yeah, they needed that timeout at that place.
Famble tied up, kicks it out. Baseline drive, Johnson slapped out of there. Walker the follow, clank it, tapped, loose, grabbed by Cook.
Good hands on defense for CRC, and got a backcourt foul.
Careless foul, Juanrico Walker, his first. Team foul number 4 on the Cougars. Substitution Hawks, TJ Williams back in as Chitarovich takes a seat.
He played a couple good minutes there, Katarevich did. He came in and played some good defense down low, got a couple rebounds, got a hand on the ball a couple times.
Holloman in, Johnson out for the Cougars. Holloman wearing 32. Bridges, the kick out, swing it. Here's Velasco, who can hit from out there. Glapion having an excellent first half so far, has it tapped away.
It looked like they were actually setting that one up for Velasco to take a shot, but the defender stepped out a little quicker, a little closer than he thought he was going to.
Glapion with 8 of the Hawks' 24 points. As we're on the flip side of the first half, TJ Williams sneaks inside and draws a foul.
Almost put that one in off the glass, too. Nice inbound pass by Glapion.
McCauley commits the foul, his first, 5th team foul. TJ Williams gets himself to the foul stripe to shoot 2.
Well, and that's the good part about some of the inbounding passing and the passing attempts that CRC is getting. They're getting good shots. Even their outside shots that are wide open.
2 out of 2 for TJ Williams, and the Hawks lead stretches back to 9 at 26-17. Under 9 minutes remaining here in the first half. This is a second round Northern California playoff game. The winner to advance, the loser to call it a season. 4th meeting of the year between these two rivals. Famble, Bridges on the run. Transition, defense is back. Take it strong, the layup. Good. Down!
Wow, there's touch around the rim. Bridges with hustle. Took it right to the hoop.
Juanrico Walker. No correction.
Take a look at Bridges here, taking it up. Soft off the rim. Touch the glass and down.
So Bridges completes the 3-point play, make it 29-17. largest lead. Hawks in control after starting the ball game down 5-0. Have really put it together. They're on their home floor, and I think that's a big reason why they're in control of this ball game. Right now, the Cougars shooting poorly and turning the ball over. Fambol, a force. Didn't get it. On the run, rebound, Williams. 1-and-1. That's a block. And a good call. Down!
Wow. Well, it was a kind of a late call on the basket there. And take a look at the play here. Hit him. The call was already made. You know, it's a good timing on the call. There's no doubt. Had to be where the ball was just rolling around the hoop that made it seem like it was late.
So TJ Williams gets himself back to the foul line, trying to clean up a three-point play, looking for his 7th point, and has it.
Nice touch on the free throw there.
It happens fast. Coach I wants a full timeout. It comes at the 8:02 here in the flip side of the first half, 32-17. Yes, let's step back and exhale. We'll be right back to the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Welcome back to the big show with Rick Stewart. I'm Will James, and we're happy to have you with us on the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. We're at Clark Court on the campus of Consumnes River College for this second round playoff game. And executive statistician Gary Martin has handed us the latest page from the numbers.
Yeah, CRC's shooting at a 69% clip, 11 of 16, but Lassen is 5 of 18 at 28%. And Devin that's what he was upset about. He knows it's not going to get the job done.
Moreover, 17 fouls on Lassen will put the Hawks in the bonus from the foul line for the final 8 minutes.
Well, and that's something they're going to have to, they're going to have to drive the ball down to force the issue.
Watts gives it up to Beard. Remember, it's an all-freshman starting lineup and a freshman-dominated roster for Coach I. Whistle and a foul. And
what was it? Was it Glapian got called?
I don't think it was ever clarified. Meantime, Watts has the inbound. Cannot get away from Glapion. McCauley. Here's a J on the way, in and out, tough luck, and Velasco boards it on the miss by Beard.
Wow.
A bad outlet turnover, Hawks.
Yeah, that was Velasco thought that Rodney Cook was going to take off down the sideline and passed it out. He had Walker right in his face, so he kind of lobbed it up high, and Rodney Cook stopped for a second. I don't know whether he slipped on the floor or whether he just stopped.
Much to the anguish of Coach Giacomassi, he wanted that opportunity. Turnover department, Lassen 5, CRC 4, knifing inside. What a roll.
Yeah. Well, and it's, they're even on those rolls. And that was a nice touch play that he knifed in through the defenders to get all the way down.
32-19 on the layup by Watts. Lappy on a miss. Watts uncontested rebound. Push it. Less than 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. Knife inside again. Tough luck. Short on the layup, but another foul called on the Hawks. And it'll be on Bridges.
Well, and it evens out the fouls, basically. 7-6 now. 7-5. They didn't call a foul on Clapton on those other sideline play. Take a look at TJ Williams limping off the court too. You can get a shot of him. Looks like did something with his ankle. Left
ankle attention. Not good news for the Hawks as Watts gets to the foul line and drops number 1.
Well, no, and Bridges is shooting at 16 points a game, so that's a player scoring that they can't afford to miss.
Williams being attended to. And 2 out of 2 for Tyler Watts pulls the Cougars within 32-21.
Well, and if he can't play, that means CRC's playing with 8 players.
Straight away, Jay on the way. A miss. Fambles after it and tracks it down.
Well, both he and Velasco had their hands on him, but Pham was just a little stronger.
Watts gets inside and draws a bump from Glapion.
Yeah, he got Glapion moving, arms in the air, and then went into his arms on the shot.
Watts has come on strong here. 10 points, but misses number 1. So McCauley sits down for the Cougars. Free throw, a miss. That was a fatigue miss right there. He missed them both.
Yeah, yeah. Well, both teams are running. Not a whole lot of walking up the court and set offense.
So Rodney Cook sets the half-court offense with 6:15 to go in the half. Bridges, nice rebounding position. Famble yanks it down. Fire away, all glass. A long miss there by Beard. Bridges, wow! Jump stop layup, pops off long, and here comes Watts. He's been a spark here in the last 5 minutes.
Good movement on defense by CRC.
Walker draws a foul on Velasco.
I think Velasco got him down low as he turned and went up for the shot.
5:35, late first. 32-21 host Hawks on top after trailing 5-0 to begin the ball game, but the Cougars showing some resiliency despite a freshman-dominated roster coming back.
We were watching the play on the other end, and I didn't even see, but it looks like TJ Williams actually left the bench, so I don't know whether he's going to get his ankle tagged.
2 out of 2 for Walker.
It's a big possession for CRC.
Mitchell Love into the ball game wearing 32. He's handling the rock, feeds the post, tapped away by Walker, but the Hawks will hold on to it. 17 seconds on the shot clock. In the rebounding department, pretty even. CRC 14, Lassen 13. Devin I encouraging his Cougars up along that visitors bench.
Well, he's not happy with their defense. CRC players are down low getting some open areas there, and I don't think Devin likes the way his defense is spacing out.
It's easy to see the difference between regular season and postseason. The scoring is down in this half thus far. To beat the shot clock, tough luck on a miss by Bridges.
Well, and that was close. That was down.
Full speed, Beard draws a foul on Bridges. If so, I believe that's going to be number 3 on AJ Bridges.
Yeah, third foul. Well,
bad news for Hawks fans.
Yeah, and with the few players that they have right now, they can't afford anybody in foul trouble. Anybody.
Coach Giacomazzi looking for more composure there, given the short rotation as Glapion re-enters, replacing him.
Yeah, and they've had a big lift from Glapion. He's already at his season average or slightly over tonight. So they need some of that pickup.
Beard drops 2 free throws, 32-24.
A little bit of a press here by Lassen.
Cook swatted out of there by Walker. It starts a fast break. Mitchell Love is back and he fouls. The bucket's gonna count on the hard drive by Marvin White.
Rodney Walker too got caught on that rebound, and he's gimping on his ankle too. Take a look here on that last play coming down. Rodney Cook throwing it up there, the block, and he comes down. Looks like he comes down just on his foot a little bit off.
It's a full timeout, and we'll take this opportunity to see what both of these coaches were so concerned about prior to this ball game, the 4th meeting between the 2 squads this season.
Well, yeah, both coaches know what kind of a game it is because they've played with each other. The coaches' keys tonight, they involve defense. There's no doubt about it, especially for CRC. If we can show our keys here for both Coach Devin I of Lassen and also for Devin I, it's transition defense. They need to play good transition defense. They need consistency, play 2 solid halves. It's a young team, 5 freshmen that started. The freshman composure needs to be here. It's a road game. It's a big game for them, and they need to play a good, consistent game. We could take a look at Coach Giacomazzi's key. Again, transition defense. Both teams will run, and if it's not there, they want to set up the offense. They want to minimize the dribble penetration on the fast break of Lassen, and they want to box out and play defensive rebounding, get only 1 and done. They need to challenge all their shots and force Lassen to take a contested shot.
4:37 to go, late first. Now the Hawks have 9 team fouls. Lassen trying to get into the double bonus. Let's spin the replay dial.
We take a look at the block. You can see Wanderico comes down. Looks like also one of the CRC players came down. It may have been number 32, Mitchell Love, that came down underneath him. I'm not sure exactly, but we're both grabbing their ankles.
Meantime, lefty Marvin White is at the line, misses the front end. And that's been where Lassen's been doing their scoring. 6 free throws recently. Velasco with 5 rebounds now. Mitchell Love.
Nice touch. He switched hands and went across his body and just floated it in. Good touch.
34-26, a key answering bucket by the Hawks with 4:10 to go in the half. Offensive foul.
Mitchell Love here. You cross over into the lane. We had an offensive foul here on Lassen, it looks like. You can see Coach Giacomazzi there coming back from the scorer's table.
TJ McCauley called for a player control foul, turning the ball over.
And you can see Wanderico Walker there behind the bench. He's taking his shoe off too. And we can also see behind the other bench TJ Williams running, so that's a good sign.
Lappion with Beard right in his shirt. 3:50 to go, a long miss, all glass, on the run, rebound. Beard 1-on-2, take it strong, blocked out of there by Love. A held ball tie-up, possession arrow to the Hawks.
Wow, that was timing on that one. It almost could have been a foul, but he did get good ball, and we'll take a look at that. That'll be a good one. You can see Beard coming down, lost control of the ball. Good defense by Love.
In the turnover department, 7 of them now on visiting Lassen, 4 for CRC.
And Lassen's putting a little pressure on in the back court now.
3:35 to go, first half slipping away. Full speed, Love, down!
Wow, he saw that opening there and decided, I'm going all the way here. Drove it all the way down, laid it up.
Back to a 10-point cushion for the Hawks.
It was a big basket for CRC.
Famble to Watts. Shake and bake, open J, corner shooting, air ball long. Velasco boards it on the long miss by Holloman.
Well, they got the ball up quick too.
Lappy on baseline drive, draws a brush foul on Tyler Watts.
Take a look here at Mitchell Love, the drive, lay it in.
The former Burbank standout, who also had some prep school basketball as a senior. And Velasco topping all rebounders, 6 at this point in the contest. Glapion to the stripe. And that's a bucket.
Nobody knew. Lassen was standing around and Glapion went for it. He was looking right in front of the referee. Coach Devin I is asking the referee, and the referee's going, it's a live ball. Wow, sharp play by Glapion. Big play.
I'd give him an honor for that one.
Yeah.
He made everybody look silly on that. Watts send it out on top. Now a 12-point bulge enjoyed by the Hawks with 2:40 to go in the half. Want to remind you, Rick Stewart will be interviewing the coaches and others at the intermission. A miss by Watts, but he tracks it down. Penetrate, layup, down. (38-28).
Good eyesight by Cook. Laid it in off the glass. Nice soft little roll. Had a rebounder there just in case it came out.
A miss.
Glasgow.
Galapion steadies up.
Good eye. He knew he didn't have anybody else down. Pulled it around and turned it back.
Correction on the last bucket. It was Marvin White. Galapion, open miss, crash the board, over the back foul. Takarovich.
Take a look here at Marvin White on the oh, nice off balance shot there. Pulled it, laid it up, pulled it back, and then shot it off the glass. Don't know exactly what the referees are going to huddle about, who the foul was on maybe.
40-28. CRC in charge with 1:39 left in the half.
Katerovich.
And to the foul line, Tyler Watts. And clarification at the official table.
Talking about one of the substitutes. He was talking about Michon Beard. I don't know whether he came in when he wasn't supposed to, or
he just got a lecture there, that's for sure. And also
Rodney Cook.
Cook is getting some of it too. Probably not the substitution, just some jostling. Free throw, dropped in sweet by Watts.
Sorry about that number. I got the right guy though.
You can see Devin I there talking to his team and letting them know.
Two out of two, nice touch for Watts. I thought he hit 2 free throws. Now they mark it up. 40-30. At the foul line, Lassen's getting there often and representing to a good measure. 13 of 17 for 76% from there. Mitchell Love, bingo, 3 balls straight away. Off the bench for 7 and a 43-30 lead. Minute to go in the first half. After trailing 5-0, CRC has commanded the lead. Swing it. Famble sends it to the corner to Beard. Now they get it inside. Slapped out of there by Love on the layup try by White. Back in McCauley. Sitting down Arobu. Let's spin the replay dial. Nice rejection notice there. 45 seconds to go before the intermission. Inbound goes to White, straight away. Well-defended jumper, clanks off. Return jumper, Beard, short. Galapion taps it to Velasco with 30 seconds to go in the half, and walking dribble up the floor for Rodney Cook. Shot clock off. Hawks will go for 1 here. Love, who's given the Hawks a nice burst off the bench. Cook. Seven seconds. 5. Take it strong. The layup down. And let's see if they're going to put time back on the clock. A second, I believe. Both coaches instructing their team. Coach I would like to see the Cougars get up some kind of a half-court heave here. 45-30. Nice finishing burst by the Hawks to stretch back out. Let's see what the Cougars can do as they throw away the inbound, and the Hawks will have the basketball at their baseline. The Hawks are going to have to hustle to inbound this. The referee's going to start their count. Lappion, baseline left, 1 second left. Let's see what the Hawks can do with it. Now an official stoppage. Officials clarification. Leave the clock alone. 1 second left. Substitution. Lassen is going to send 2 players in, 2 taller defenders along the baseline. Walker among them, along with Deshae Johnson. So let's see what comes of it. Slap of the ball. Love misses the long J, and there's a buzzer ending the first half, and as expected, a wild one. Host CRC in control halfway home, 45-30. Want to remind you, momentarily we'll be turning our attention to Rick Stewart with his handful of halftime guests, beginning with CRC head coach James Giacomosi. And with that in mind, let's turn our attention down to Rick Stewart. He is standing by with the Hawks head coach, the host team up 50. Coach Devin I. Rick?
All right, Coach Devin I, 15-point deficit at halftime. What was the key in the first half for you?
Well, they got out in transition, got too many easy baskets, and I was not happy with our offensive rebounding. I thought too many guys were either backing up or not being aggressive on attacking the offensive glass. To me, that's the game. I mean, obviously we're not having a good shooting night. We're shooting in the low or mid-20s, and if you're going to miss, you got to be able to rebound and put it back in. So it's just a combination of those 2 things: transition defense and offensive rebounding, from what I can see.
All right, Coach. Thanks. Good luck in the second half. Already, we'll send it right back up to you.
Thank you, Rick. I'm quite sure the halftime discussion in the Cougars locker room was hot and furious. Coach I understating his disapproval and disappointment just now, but you can best believe that he lit a fire under his Cougars, and we'll see how aggressive they come out in the second half, especially with their offensive rebounding. For Coach Giacomosi, I'm quite sure he had some praise for his club in the first half of play, and certainly would like to duplicate that in the final 20 minutes. We're ready for the second half to begin. As you see, Coach I, whose father, Denny I, is a community college coaching legend over the past 35 years or so, and Devin I, a chip off the old block, you might say, bringing instant success to a program that was down and buried when he took over 2 years ago.
He has had a lot of success.
Baseline drive stuck in beautifully. Right off the bat, White has a bucket.
Well, that was a big play starting the second half there to get one going there. They needed some momentum, some positive momentum.
2-3 zone defense shown by the Cougars. Let's see how long they stick with that and see who the zone busters are. Bridges sneaks inside, a kick out. Here's a Velasco 3. Down!
Well, and that was a nice kick out. He was wide open and took the shot. And that's a deep shot for a big man in a game where he's playing the center spot. But if he can hit it, then it'll drag the other big man out.
Shake and bake. White sends it to the left side. Velasco, 10 points, 2 for 3 from deep range. Bank shot, sweet money again by White, who's got back-to-back hoops.
Nice touch by White there to put it off the glass.
48-34. Clubs trading buckets here in the opening minute and a half or so. Lappion to TJ Williams. They play catch. Velasco, power up, down.
Yeah, nice touch there. He went around the Wanderica Walker on the baseline and set it up with the right hand. I don't think Walker's moving too well on defense or on offense. I think he's just real tentative on his ankle.
It's clear, and they need him. Turnaround Jay Famble, air ball long, tapped and grabbed put back, sweetly done again, Marvin White.
Wow, that was a nice touch there. Grab the rebound, go baseline, and come up against 2 defenders and lay it in off the glass.
Black 12. Play game, he held the ball.
Got a technical, it looks like. I thought, maybe. No?
Fambles called for the foul. Don't know how that occurred. Anyway, 6 quick points by Marvin White, keeping the Cougars in the contest, but they're not going to come back if they continue just to trade buckets. They're going to have to turn up the heat on defense. Bridges, snap it straight away. Now Cook, 17:50 to go. Cook fires away. Follow up, banked in by Velasco.
He had 2 defenders battling him for the ball, and Velasco had the power to tip it in spite of those defenders. Great play.
52-36, it's been White versus Velasco to start the half. White's got 6, Velasco 7.
Well, we know who the go-to players are this half.
Marvin White muscles up on Bridges, tip try, down!
Wow.
Wow, I'm impressed. This kid is really pouring it on, Marvin White.
Did we have a conversation at halftime about who's going to take the load there, Marvin White?
So White winds up at the stripe. Walker sits down, laboring on the injured ankle.
Yeah, he's not moving well, and he's flexing it there on the bench too.
He cannot complete the 3-point play. Make it 52-38.
Well, this may work into CRC's favor with Velasco down low too.
TJ Williams to Glapion, who's played very steady, very heady, very smart. Bridges given room, he fires away. Down!
You know, if you're going to give somebody that much room, they're eventually going to take it if you don't go out on him, and that's what Bridges did.
55-38. Coach I cannot be pleased with his team's defense right now, but they continue to trade buckets courtesy of Marvin White. Now Famble, he's been cooled off tonight so far. Straight away Jay, missed by Beard. Famble keeps it alive. Beard sneaks in, misses the chippy. Rebound yanked down. A foul from behind.
Good hustle by Glapion to come up with that rebound.
Second foul on Famble, who so far has been limited to 5 after averaging 30 against the Hawks in 2 previous games.
Well, and they've been doubling on him down low sometimes when he's had the ball. They've always been aware of where he is. They knew those numbers. And now he's banging with Velasco too, so he's got his work cut out for him.
Looking rather disgruntled so far. One of the keys for Coach I, hoping that his freshman-dominated team can show some poise here on the road tonight. Glapion, oh my goodness.
Well, Glapion is way over his average.
At the other end, layup cashed in by Beard.
Coach Giacomazzi is not happy with his defense.
58-40, timeout taken.
Short timeout, it's a 30.
So we'll keep it here.
And the second half has started well. You know, you can take a look at some shots of Brendan Glapion there with a shot there. He's had quite the second half already.
Well, he's been a spark all night long.
Take a look at
Marv White.
Lay it up right there, yeah.
He's
off the glass. Cut in between the defenders, grabbed it off the baseline, laid it up in front of 2 defenders, and then nice soft, got his own rebound in the air, back off the glass one-handed.
Torrid shooting by the Hawks here to open the first 4 minutes of this half. 3 for 4 from outside the arc. Inside, they're 2 for 2 for 5 out of 6 and 83%. It's going to be tough to catch them if they keep that up.
Wow. Well, that's a quick 13 points.
Posting up, TJ Williams draws a foul. Nearest defender, Johnson.
Well, and it's good to see TJ Williams back in the game too after tweaking his ankle a little bit in the first half. I get the feeling from watching him on the bench, I'm not sure Wanderico Walker is quite in good a shape.
No, and he's definitely disappointed he can't go right now with the injury to his ankle.
You can take a look at Coach Giamazzi there looking at the scoreboard and looking down the bench too. those are things to be aware of and know that they need to take advantage of.
First free throw miss for TJ Williams after 3 for 3 in the first half. And the lefty misses both. So missed opportunity. Coach Giacomazzi anguishing over that. Meantime, Beard, wild air ball, but it's going to be a foul on A.J. Bridges.
I think Beard got bailed out on that one.
And that is number 4, if my arithmetic is correct.
I think you did well in math, Will. You must have had Mary Martin in math.
Beard gets himself to the stripe and flanks the first one short.
Wow, well, you know, those are free throws they're going to have to make with 18-point deficit.
Substitution Hawks, Mitchell Love back in, and that calls for no apology. He was off the bench for 7 in the first half, as Beard returns the favor, missing 2 from the stripe. Meantime, he fouls Cook on the drive.
Well, I have a feeling that there's been a little talking going on between these players, not real harsh, but I think the referees are really taking control of it.
Glapion facing up on White. 2 hot players, a miss, good, well defended. Famble sends it ahead. Beard misses the layup, but draws a foul from the big man Velasco.
Yeah, Velasco's just a little bit late getting there. Denny I there thinks that it's a good call. Still has a little bit of wonder what's going on with his defense.
Devin I in his 2nd year, piling up 22 wins, followed by 19 wins, and completely reversing the fortunes of this Lassen program. Beard this time connects on number 1 free throw.
Well, and he's going to, if this continues for him, Lassen is going to become a power. There's no doubt about it. He's obviously got good recruiting skills. He was on Coach Giacomazzi's staff here. He's got some good pedigree.
David Strotter, the freshman out of Burbank High School, substitutes for Velasco. 2 out of 2 for Beard, make it 58-42. A little bit of pressure here. Easily broken by Love. Send it low. T.J. Williams.
Wow, Love had a great pass to Williams down low. And a turnover.
Shaky ball handling, unforced turnover.
Mitchell Love saw the cutting Williams and just hit him in stride and went up, crossed under the basket, put it off the glass.
Cautiously, Cook into the front court, picked up by Beard, gets a screen from Williams. Love's played very steady off the bench this evening, off the short bench of the Hawks. Feed the post, turn and fire, miss on the hook by Strotter. Here comes Beard. Acrobatic layup between 2 defenders.
Well, I think he thought he was going to draw the charge or be called for the charge, and so he tried to avoid the defender and then put the ball up in the air wide open.
Heavy duel going on here at the point guard position with Beard and Cook. Love backs out. Snapping around, Glapion back to Cook here at the 14-10, still early in the second half, but CRC in command. Rodney Cook gets inside and draws a foul.
Yeah, that's great ball movement there to try and find the open man for the shot. Rashawn Beard here, you can see him, kind of loses it. I think he might have gotten a travel there. Avoided the defenders, put it up in the air. Yeah, it's one of those little extra Rick Stewart steps that I used to get called for all the time.
So Cook to the stripe, he drops number 1. Substitution, Williams sits down. Back on Katerovich for the Hawks as the lead reaches 17. Number 2, also good.
CRC needs a couple good minutes on defense out of Katerovich.
13 in the game for Cook. 62-44. White to McCoy. Glapion sagging off here. McCoy fires away, drops his second 3 ball of the game.
Well, that was a long distance one, there's no doubt about it, but McCoy is a capable shooter.
Continued pressure up the floor. He's 2 for 3 on 3 balls as Mitchell Love breaks the press. The lead is 15 for the Hawks. That's what it was at the intermission. Again, they trailed 5-0 to start the game, and since then they've been shooting the lights out pretty well. 5 on the shot clock. Hawks are going to have to hustle. Cook down the slot, layup, miss. Tap, rebounding foul against the Hawks, Katerovic.
Yeah, he took a swipe at the ball when it was not really in the air, but it was in a defender's hands or in the nearby vicinity, and got called for the foul.
Non-shooting, Velasco's going to come back into the Hawks lineup. Katerovic will sit down. 14 points, 9 rebounds for the big guy, as Velasco's really earning his keep tonight.
Yeah, they needed that. I mean, he's a 16-9 guy on the season. He's right where he needs to be.
12:50 to go, nearing midway second. Very happy to have you along for the ride tonight for the Access Sacramento Hometown Sports Game of the Week. With Rick Stewart, I'm Will James. Happy to bring it to you, and Famble has a rare bucket tonight so far. Still plenty of time left for him to warm up, though.
Yeah, and that was a good shot. He took it a little off balance, but he had a nice touch on it.
In 2 previous games against the Hawks, he's averaged 30. Tonight, just 7 thus far.
Well, there's good defense, good awareness on Hawks' part for him.
Velasco, a rare miss, tapped and grabbed by White. Scattered for 3 and 2, push it strong, and Glapion called for the foul.
Yeah, he was moving backwards, trying to stay in front of the offensive player.
Third foul.
Famble here. See him turn, bumped, back up, side. Nice touch.
Timeout taken. That's just the kind of a shot that can be a confidence builder for a scorer that's been in check. It's a full timeout. We're going to step back and exhale ourselves and return to the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Lassen has definitely flipped the script in the field goal department in the second half. They're 8 of 12 for 67% after what you would consider a dismal first half shooting performance. Meantime, CRC holding its own at 55% on 6 of 11, so both clubs shooting well so far in the opening 8 minutes.
Yeah, you don't want to kick at 55%, but when the other team's shooting 67, then you have to be careful, because now it's down to 11-point lead.
White pours home 2 free throws. Meantime, Cook breaks the press and steadies up. 20 on the shot clock, and let's see what James Giacomazzi has in mind here as we... Cook has his layup swatted out of there, but it's out of bounds to the Hawks.
Yeah, well, Cook had a good idea to drive baseline there, and he beat his defender, but there was too much help coming around. Dave and I was calling that defensive set very well.
Glapion to inbound. Williams out to Love, who fires away. Short, tip try, missed by Glapion. Rebounded, here come the Cougars. White pulls up, down. 3 ball for the gunner, Marvin White.
Down to 8-point lead. That was good touch on White's part.
It happens fast when these streaky players get hot, and you're seeing it evolve right now. Power plus, boom!
Yeah.
T.J. Williams.
T.J. Williams went down and went up with authority on that one. He beat his man, then went up right up to the rim, jammed it through.
Answering bucket gives the Hawks a 10-point cushion. But it's easy to see the Cougars have new life. White is hot, and he knows it. In the key, forced the issue, has it blocked. Follow up, blocked, but it's a foul as Framble's going to go to the stripe. T.J. Williams called for the foul.
Take a look here at Marvin White. His shot there from long distance. Take a look here at slam. Yeah, TJ Williams had that one all the way. He went down and jammed it through.
Campbell a miss. He too looks fatigued right now. Substitutions: Bridges in, Love out for the Hawks, Beard in, McCoy out for the Cougars.
Yeah, Famble looks like he's just really tired. I don't know whether it's just a fatigue thing or whether it's just, you know, it's the pace of the game.
Famble at the stripe, trying to salvage the back end so far. 7 points, 8 rebounds, far below his customary production. Make it 8 and 8.
Well, the rebounds, he's above his average. He's a 7 rebound guy on the season, so he's having a good game. But part of that is because Wanderico Walker is out.
64-55. As we're reaching the midway mark of the second half and coming down to cases here in this second round, Northern California Triple C AA playoff game. Glappy on a miss, baseline rebound, pulled by White, but a foul away from the ball against the Hawks, and it's going to be on TJ Williams.
Wow, I thought he was calling Velasco for it, but it was TJ Williams there coming around on his defender.
Bonus free throwing on the Hawks' 7th team foul places Marvin White at the stripe, and he has been tremendous here in this second half rally.
10 minutes to go and they're already in bonus. That could be a real killer.
6 out of 7. It's now 7 out of 8 from the stripe. Love in, Glapion out for the Hawks. So White will get the bonus. He's putting himself together a heck of a ball game. Number 2 also good.
Well, he's come out in his second half and just taken over for Lassen.
64-57, this is anybody's game. The lead at one time, I think the largest lead was 17 and has been trimmed to 7. Love to Cook. Velasco has the power shot and draws a foul on Famble.
Well, that was a nice turnaround there. I think he was initially going to go up and try and hook it, but he saw the opening. He just went straight up for it, jump shot. Got a little slap on the arm as he let go of the ball, and Famble got called for the foul. They put up Beard. Interesting.
Yes, it is. I don't think he was even in the neighborhood. Velasco cannot complete the three-point play, but he's having a whale of a ball game. 66-57. White is pouring it on, misses from deep range there. Mitchell Love boards it, snap it up the floor. Here's Bridges, take it strong, layup, missed, tap, got a foul.
It's on Lassen. Who'd they call? 3. Well, okay, they're going to call it on Marvin White. I don't think that's going to really slow him down too much tonight, though.
Non-shooting, Love inbounds. Deep to Velasco here. 9.5 to go. Flip side of the second half. Coming around the far tune, Velasco. Tough luck, tip try missed. Follow-up missed. Williams and Velasco working hard. It's kept alive to Cook.
New shot clock.
Foul on Lassen.
White picked up another one quick.
That's 4. Not good news. He'll probably sit down.
Yeah, he'll have to come out. Well, not this time. Tyler Watts is coming out.
We shall see. Cook to the stripe.
Big gamble here by Devin. Aye.
Bonus free throwing, or correction, 2-shot free throwing. Cook drops the first.
Okay, now White comes out. Let's see how Rodney Walker moves.
Quietly, Rodney Cook has put together a beautiful 14-point, 3-rebound performance in the backcourt, sharing with Bridges. And at least 4 of the Hawks have had exemplary ball games so far. 2 out of 2, giving 15 and 3.
Pushes the lead back to 11 too. A little bit of breathing room.
9:05. Deep J on the way. Long miss. Crash the board. Who's got it? On the end line, out of bounds to CRC.
Rodney Walker is not moving very well. You can see Coach Giacomassi yelling for his offense to do what he wants. I think he's happy with the defense that he's getting for the most part. Lassen's getting some shots down low that are wide open though too.
In the turnover department, 10 of them on Lassen. CRC doing a good job of protecting the ball still with just 4.
Wow, that's a real good job.
That's tremendous. Williams to Love, getting big minutes off the bench, and deservedly so. Bridges attacks, take it to the rim, down. Foul inside against Lassen.
Nice touch.
Walker called for the foul. He's having a tough night.
Yeah, Bridges saw that.
Timeout taken on the floor. Coach Devin I wants a word with the officials. Don't know yet the duration of this timeout. Inconclusive.
Yeah, kind of tough to tell from those hand signals whether it was a 30 or not. So,
well, since you're the voice of authority, it's okay if you say that was poorly indicated.
It was poorly indicated, and I could see that the one referee is getting a bit of refreshment. So I would say it's probably a long. We'll take a look here at the foul, the drive, and I'm not really sure I saw any foul there at all.
There was no foul there. No.
The phantom foul, maybe? Bridges kind of looked like he went untouched all the way to the basket.
That's the type of a call you make when you have no pupils in your eyes.
Well, okay.
Another look.
Yeah, well, let's take another look at that. And, maybe somebody else will see it there, maybe on the arm, but that's way, way early for it to be a foul. And I think, well,
I can certainly understand why Coach Devin I had some choice words there.
Yeah.
An earful, as a matter of fact, as we see his counterpart, Coach Giacomassi, in the midst of that Hawks huddle.
Well, but I can see good things in the future for Lassen because they've got a real good nucleus of freshmen. I mean, all 5 started were freshmen, and there's a lot of talent on the floor for Lassen, and he's got some good pedigree for coaching too. Rodney
Cook on the night, 5 for 12 field goaling, 4 for 4 from the stripe, 1 for 2 on threes for a 15-point, 3-rebound performance at this point. But his backcourt mate, AJ Bridges, completes a 3-point play.
Well, it's nice to have a backcourt like that. There's no doubt about it. Williams and Bridges. Cook too has done a really, really good job tonight. You know, pairing up with everybody.
Beard gets in heavy traffic, loses the rock. Williams to Cook, one-on-one. McCauley back, a layup, down!
Wow, Cook beat the guy to the basket and went up underneath the back layup.
Beard tries to return the favor and draws a brush. Glapion and Williams were both there.
You can hear Coach Giacomassi saying that's a good call. You can see crossing over, laying up backwards off the glass. Rodney Cook with nice touch there.
Fouls on Glapion, number 4. Beard at the stripe tonight, 5 of 8 from the foul line. Trying to cash these in, but the first one's a clanker.
And at this point of the game, you can't afford the clankers.
Glapion out. So it's Cook and Bridges in the backcourt still. Velasco and Love and Williams. Short on number 2. Williams outlet to Bridges. Full speed, 2 and 2. And the Hawks steady up. They've got the clock on their side right now. plus the 16-point cushion.
Well, I think it's a little early still to be trying to back off completely. I think Velasco almost had a thought to go up with that one when they pulled up on that drive.
He did. The point here, though, shave some time off it and set a good play and get a good look, like this one. Cook sneaks inside, heavy traffic. Here's Mitchell Love, pops out, tough luck. Rebound Lassen, here come the Cougars. Beard splits two and draws a foul in between Love and Williams.
Well, it looked like maybe a jump ball call, maybe, possession call. You can see Coach I there wondering just what he's going to have to do now.
Second foul on Mitchell Love. Beard back to the stripe where he missed two a short time ago. He clanks this one home. Substitution back on. The multi-talented Marvin White re-enters the contest, and the limping Wandrico Walker takes a seat for the Cougars.
Well, I think Coach I recognizes he's going to have a little bit better offensive production out of the quick team out there without Wandrico Wright with his ankle.
Continued backcourt pressure, but Bridges and Cook have handled it well. 7:20 to go. Time increasingly becoming a factor now for both squads on opposite ends here.
Yeah, CRC very content to just spread it out, four corners offense.
They're squeezing clock. It's not a stall, not a delay, but they are working that clock and looking for good shots. A block on the layup try, and it's a shot clock violation. He did not get it off in time. Calling that a rare turnover tonight.
Well, it was, and isn't it, if he had gotten it off the rim, that wouldn't have stopped the 24 and the rebound would have been live?
Hard to say. It looked like he's calling that it wasn't released in time, but who knows.
Wow.
Bad lob, a near turnover, out of bounds to the Hawks. And I kind of like that call. James Giacomazzi beside himself right now, issuing instructions. He wants some execution here down the stretch.
Well, both offense and defense. You can see the last play here. The ball gets batted around here. There's kind of a foul there. And then scramble. And, yeah, it was the right call.
6.5 to go. Second half slipping away. The Lassen Cougars are going to have to reach back and find something they haven't had yet tonight. Meantime, the Hawks cruising.
Well, they are cruising, but like you said, there's still some time left.
No time for complacency. Velasco had to launch there, and the Hawks get a break. Bridges, Cook runs it down. Another Hawks possession. That was huge.
Good play by Rodney Cook there to get the ball.
At the foul line, Williams takes on the smaller defender and draws a foul.
It's like Johnson, maybe.
It is indeed. So TJ gets back to the line.
Good awareness to take it right up to the basket there when he was down low. Made a move, pushed it.
Want to remind you that Rick Stewart will be interviewing our players of the game in our post-game session, and we've got multiple candidates for those honors.
Yeah, there's several players on both teams that are more than worthy.
This evening, Williams, 11 points, 4 rebounds.
There's been a whole lot of balance for CRC, scoring and rebounding tonight. It's been nice. Well, but then again, they've got a smallish roster because of some injuries.
0 for 2. A runner in the key, short. Famble sticks it in.
Nice touch by Famble. I think Marvin White wanted a foul there, but came off clean to Famble, and Famble went right back up with it.
73-61. Hawks by a dozen. 5.5 to go.
CRC needs a basket here to keep the pressure on.
Mitchell Love, defended by Famble, takes it strong. Whistle and a foul on the drive.
Good drive by Mitchell Love. Took it upon himself just to go. Take a look at Denzel Famble on the shot there. It was air ball. Famble caught it and went right up with it off the glass. These are big free throws for Mitchell Love. Nice touch for the freshman. Coach Giacomazzi said this guy may be one of the underrated players on the CRC Hawks basketball team.
I think that's an accurate statement. He was standout in high school as a junior when we first saw him.
So, of course, I said something nice and missed a free throw. 8
points on the night off the bench. That's solid production. Meantime, here's McCoy facing up on the taller Mitchell Love at the 5-minute mark. Famble to McCoy, fire away, air ball wide. Famble, juggle, turn around Jay.
McCoy. Looks like that's what they're calling it. Yeah, it was Coach Giacomazzi's, aware of the rebounding and needing his team to box out. Like we said, is one of his keys that they had to do well. Not allow Lassen to have too many shots. I guess they're expecting him to make both free throws here. There's a touch. Another point for Mitchell Love. This is big for him too, especially going into the games like this and building for next year. It's both a 15-point lead, 4:50 to go. Marvin White with the ball.
Slash inside. Wild bank missed by Beard, but he'll get himself to the line.
Well, okay then. We can hear some definite calls from the fans. The unstriped shirted.
A miss by Beard. For 2.
Well, it's been a big killer for Lassen, not being able to hit the free throws when they've had so many chances. Both teams in with 10 team fouls.
Cook to Love. Time running out on the Cougars. Right down the slot. Mitchell Love, a miss. Rebound yanked by Famble.
Well, it was a nice shot. He got down low.
Famble inside, a wild layup missed, gets it back, loses the rock, and Love's got it. Less than 4 minutes remaining now. Bridges handling the rock and draws a brush foul at 25 feet from Beard.
Wow, that's a tough call to make at this point. Tough foul to take. Easy for the referee to make the call.
Looks like we're in the scoring range of the third of 3 games between these two.
Yeah, and I think that's partly because, like we talked about, both teams have known each other. They know a little bit more about each other, and they know how to play defense against each other.
Bridges now 10 points, 4 rebounds. Give him 11.
Nice touch there, roll around. Nice balance for CRC tonight. Nice balance
Tremendous
all the way down
balance.
the lineup. Yeah.
They have really spread it out, and the Cougars having a tough time from the field this evening. Beard spins inside, down. Man, that was a burst.
Well, that was a quick move, and he put it up and got the points. It's hustle.
Coach I has a great program, getting even better in just a short period of time. Mitchell Love breaks down the defense. Glapion brings it back out. By the way, Devin I, the only community college coach in California without an assistant.
Wow, well, and that's true. Glapion there driving the baseline and putting it up. Nice touch by Glapion. He's done a tremendous job tonight.
Shot and a miss, 80-63.
Yeah, it was good rebounding, and that's exactly what Coach Giacomazzi wanted to see. One and done.
Here's Cook. Defended by McCoy. He blows past him and circles back out with 2:50 to go. 17-point cushion enjoyed by the Hawks after the last bucket by Glapion. But Coach I can't say enough about rejuvenating a sagging Lassen program, again, without an assistant coach. That's difficult to believe.
Well, it's incredible because he's got to be the eyes of everything on the court. You know, and obviously his players are aware too, but at the same time, that's a big burden.
Foul number 3 on McCoy places Cook back at the line, and he's had a stellar performance tonight and continues that.
You know, and I'm thinking about that too because he's a young coach. As far as head coaching goes, he's got a lot of experience as an assistant coach, but I'm going it alone as a head coach. That's tough to do.
2 out of 2. Rodney Cook. Timeout taken at the 2:38. A full time. Let's step back and exhale for a moment here and return to Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week.
All right, we'll take a look at Mashawn Beard on the drive. Lost a little bit of control. How many steps is that? And then he goes up acrobatically off the glass. That's,
all right.
That's some distance there.
It is some distance, and also getting major distance from his diminished rotation. James Giacomazzi has 6 players in double figures tonight to spread the 82 Hawks points. Beautifully done. Cook with 19 of them and a couple of 16s in there. 13, 11, and 11. That's beautifully done.
That's the team.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. McCoy.
What? I'm not sure exactly what McCoy did there.
He nearly traveled but pulled it back and didn't get called. Velasco has a flat foot rebound.
Wow, that was interesting. Kind of thing I try to get away with on the playground.
Final 2:15 here. Agonizing seconds for the visiting Cougars, and icing on the cake here for the Hawks. Down the slot, Cook. Tough luck, a miss. Rebound, McCauley.
That was good play by Cook, though. He had the lane and took it.
White down.
White's been just incredible today.
24 on the game now.
Take a look at Marvin White here with a pull-up jumper. 16-point lead with a minute 45. That's about it.
Don't know who the foul was called on. There's no number 11 on the floor. Maybe they mean McCauley. I'm just guessing. Oh, there he is, McCoy. 4 fouls on the diminutive guard. Places Love at the stripe, and he misses number 1. Double bonus free throwing here as we see James Giacomazzi. Want to remind you again, Rick Stewart will be visiting with our players of the game and our prevailing coach tonight. Beard to White, missed the J. Velasco, another rebound. TJ Williams. Back the other way, layup trickles out on the run. Cook's got it. Tough luck on the miss by Beard. Swiped at and fouled by White, and that may be all for the backcourt star from Lassen. Well, let's take a look at Husky TJ Williams with the fast break layup. And White will take a seat on the Lassen bench dejectedly, but nothing to be hanging his head about with his superior performance. Again, just a freshman. Beard sits down as well. as Coach Devin I substitutes here in the final minute. Cook stumbles home a free throw and continues to add to his point total. He's now at 20. Make it 21 and 5 rebounds to go with it. And 87-66. The Hawks. Here's Famble, a miss, and the Hawks control. Final minute of play. Credit the Hawks for a solid game plan, and more importantly, excellent execution of that plan in defending their home court tonight in this NorCal second rounder. And they'll be able to advance, of course, quite likely to play Fresno City College in third round action. Brush foul on Holloman. It'll place Love back at the stripe. In the final 33 seconds, and despite the smallish crowd here to support the host Hawks, the team took it upon itself to be self-motivated tonight. Free throw good. 88-66. No good on number 2. So up the floor, Holloman at the 20-second mark. Famble turn and fire, and he's got a 3 ball. .13 in the game for Famble. 88-69 Academics at this point in the final 8 seconds. And the host crowd giving a premature ovation as the defense walks off the court, and there is a buzzer ending this one. It is in the book, and it turns out to be an 88-69 victory for the Consumnes River College Hawks in this second round battle and fourth encounter against the Lassen College Cougars. You can see Cougars head coach Devin I and his team showing good sportsmanship. We'll see if we may get a word with him at the conclusion of this ball game. And there you see Victoria's head coach James Giacomazzi with his family. Certainly a gratifying, satisfying victory tonight as his team will indeed advance to third round action in the Northern California playoffs. Certainly an all-around effort tonight. The 6 players in double figures, especially impressive for the host Hawks, spreading out an 88-point total just beautifully. They rebounded and played terrific defense, especially when they had to, and shot well from the foul line to keep Lassen at a distance on the few occasions when the Cougars were trying to surge and get back into the game. We invite you to stay with us for our post-game segment. Lots more to come on Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week. Rick Stewart will have interviews for you, including our players of the game, opposing coaches, and others. Don't go away.